Okay guys, it's 5TC back with another video. Welcome to the channel. Today I have another special upload. Well, it's not really special, but it's another upload. Today I will be looking at vegetables, ranking vegetables. As you see here, we only have 19, and I should just get the clarifications out of the way first. But a couple clarifications. I will be considering these vegetables like either when you cook them, when you don't cook them, or like how I usually eat these vegetables. Like when I usually eat them, they are cooked or like they're made into something. It's kind of different from the fruit video because the fruit video is just the raw fruit in like its pure form, like unaltered. But this fruit, well, this is vegetables. This video it's considering when you cook them and all that stuff, when you add them to other stuff. But like that's how this ranking will go. And also I don't have every vegetable because some vegetables are only available when you really only eat them in a certain form. So yeah, that's kind of like the explanation. There's tons of vegetables. I don't have every single vegetable, but I have most of the common vegetables you'll see or will eat. Like you go to a party or a restaurant, most of these vegetables will be there. So yeah, without further ado, it's time to get into the video. I've just realized I've been yapping for more than a minute. But first up, I have beets. I probably could have chosen a better picture of beets, but because usually when you see beets, they're all like chopped up and like purple red blocks. But I hate beets. Beets are I just find them disgusting. F tier. I had them one time like 10 years ago, and never again. I don't like them. Um, I only had them. I think I had them for Thanksgiving once. Or I don't know if it was Thanksgiving. Typically, you will see beets with for Thanksgiving, but I can't really remember what the occasion was. I don't like beets, but it's time to move on. Peppers, and these are bell peppers. I don't think I have chili peppers. Yeah, okay, I do have chili peppers, but bell peppers, I have to say they're pretty A tier. Now, I don't think I ever ate. Well, I actually did eat a raw yellow chili pepper, but when I say bell peppers, I'm just grouping them all together because the video will be way longer than it is. The tier list will be way longer than it is. If I just went through every single type of bell pepper, we'd be here forever. So, but bell peppers are pretty good. Maybe B tier because I think there are better vegetables. I also think peppers are technically considered fruits, but most people see it as vegetables, so that's how they are on this list. Because, like, think about it like this: if I did it how it is technically called, then there would just be a ton of confusion. A lot of vegetables would actually end up going into the fruit video, and that's just not a good time. It would just create extra confusion. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole reasoning behind this. Next up, we have broccoli. Honestly, beef for broccoli. Like I used to love broccoli. I mean, I still eat broccoli, but like it's not like the go-to vegetable for me. But yeah, I mean, I'll eat some good seasoned broccoli. I do kind of think it's better than peppers, though. It's not my favorite vegetable, but yeah. But as I said, for bell peppers, they can be sweet, they can be spicy, but you will typically like see them if you're cooking a meat. Like you'll see them like cooked into a stew, or like you're cooking some chicken and rice or fish, or that's typically where you will see peppers, or at least where I have seen peppers. Like when my uncle like cooks some fish, like he'll have some peppers and onions to the side or whatever. But yeah, peppers are good. Now I think I would have to eat more raw peppers to make them go higher, but I still think broccoli is better. And even though I don't really care for broccoli as much, B is for broccoli, so that's pretty much my whole reasoning behind it. Next up, we have, I believe these are Brussels sprouts. D tier. Now, I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long time. I tried them a long ago. I didn't really like them. So I do kind of want to put them in F tier. I haven't had Brussels sprouts in who knows long, though. But, like, I know, like, I'm not ranking them in how healthy they are. I'm just ranking how much I like the taste or my experiences with them. And I'm pretty sure Brussels sprouts are, like, super healthy, but I haven't really had them in a long time. I do think they're better than beets. Anything is better than beets at this point. I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long time. Last time I had it, I don't think I really liked them, but I kind of did like them, so I guess I will put them in D for now. But next up we have cabbage. Yeah, this is not lettuce, this is cabbage. I love cabbage. It's an A tier, or maybe B tier. Like when you season up some good cabbage, when you have some meat or some other type of substance with it, it's really, really good. But yeah, maybe I do kind of want to put it A tier. I don't really think a lot of stuff on this list will make it to A tier though, because I don't have every single vegetable. Like, I don't believe I have garlic on here because, or maybe I do. No, or yeah, I think I do have garlic. Well, no, I don't have garlic. Now, garlic is a vegetable. I just didn't add it because you really only see garlic and like garlic powder, and I'm not ranking seasoning. And if I did rank seasoning, that would just take forever because there's like thousands of seasoning. Maybe if I did a condiment video or whatever. But the point is, I don't have garlic on here, so there's really not much to talk about. Um, Next up we have carrots. I would say C for carrots, but carrots are much higher. I kind of like them more than cabbage. Yeah, they're A tier. I do kind of want to put them up to A tier, well to S tier, but yeah, I love carrots. It might go higher if I see how my other rankings go, but I love carrots. I don't really like raw carrots as much, but I do have memories like when I was in middle school, like 8th grade, like 7th, actually, yeah, because like it was the time around COVID. And I'll have to tell some of my COVID stories someday. I have a lot of COVID stories. And if you guys do want me to talk about that in the future, I will talk about it. I can't say when, but basically when I was in COVID, during COVID, like we would go to like these high school, well not high school, but there would be these schools in our area that would be giving out free lunches to kids, and I do remember like my aunt taking me and my little cousin there. Like he's a couple years, well he's younger than me, more than a couple years, but the point is we would go there and get some food, and yeah, it was a pretty good time. And I remember like they would always have these small packets of like these small packages of carrots and then like these mini carrots, and I used to love them. I don't know why, but I also did eat these mini packets of carrots when I was in 7th grade. Also when I was in 8th grade, well no, 8th grade it was all virtual, but I believe in 9th grade they had them, or maybe I'm just misremembering. But it was definitely in 7th grade and around that time of COVID when I would really eat a lot of those carrots. And yeah, it was a pretty good time. But I also like roasted carrots. I also like carrot cake, but we aren't talking about dessert, so there's really no need to have carrot cake. But yeah, I do like carrot cake. But next up we have cauliflower. I haven't had it in a long time, and I kind of like it more than broccoli. I do want to put it A tier, but since I haven't, it's not like a common vegetable. But I love cauliflower, and I'm pretty sure it's in the same family as broccoli. It's just I don't know why I think it's better than broccoli. Maybe broccoli is a bit better. I'd say they're kind of interchangeable, but for purposes of being on the list, it will remain in front of broccoli. It might go lower, but I mean, to be honest, they kind of really taste the same. I haven't had them side by side, but that's enough of my yapping. I know you guys really want to see the rest of my ranking. We do have quite the way to go. So next up, I believe this is celery, F tier. I have had some good celery when I was younger, but I think like taste buds change over years. I haven't had celery in like a long time. I think the last time I had celery was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I don't even think they were that good. It was just so dry. Like there was like I think I had it with ranch, and then just the ranch did, and I do like ranch. I love ranch. Like just recently, I got some bacon ranch. Well, my aunt got me some bacon ranch from the store. That was pretty good, but no celery. And there was a show. I mean, like a lot of people who are in Gen Z who are around my age, like there was a show. I don't remember what show. I don't even remember what channel it used to come on, but I know the characters will always eat celery as a snack. I feel like I should know the name of the show, so that's the reason why I would love celery when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I loved celery. They always ate celery in the show, but I mean nowadays celery is just like super dry. But I don't want to be too critical of celery. It has its merits, but I would say it's better than beets, though. Anything is better than beets at this point. Corn is an ester. I love corn. Sweet corn, corn on the cob. Like you're at a cookout and you got corn on the cob. And I remember when I went to Pennsylvania, I got like this corn on the cob, like it had like this white sauce and this seasoning. I think it was mayo. I didn't even know it was mayo. But yeah, that was some really good corn on the cob that I had. Probably some of the best, but corn on the cob, it's just an absolute classic. But here I'm generalizing all the corn that I've had, sweet yellow corn that I've had. So yeah, it's an S tier. Chili peppers, I have had chili peppers, not raw, but I've had them like mixed into food, and honestly, the best I could just put them is C tier, because you'll mostly see them like mixed into stuff. I can't really justify putting them any higher or lower. Cucumbers, I say they're also C tier. I do like pickles. I don't have pickles on here because pickles are kind of really just cucumbers, but just like made in like a certain way. But I probably put pickles higher. I probably put them up here over A. And I was just at the store today. I was gonna get some pickles, but I didn't. These pickle bites, I did not end up getting them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Cucumbers, I can't really justify putting them any higher. Now when they're like they are pretty good. I have had good cucumbers, but I don't really have a lot of experience with it. Most of this list is based off of experience with the thing that I'm talking about. But next up, okay, yes, this is lettuce. I'll say A tier, and it's not even because I really like lettuce by itself, but because when I've had salads, lettuce is like the main thing in the salad. Now I do kind of think broccoli is better than lettuce, but you aren't gonna make a you aren't gonna make a salad with just broccoli. Um, but because I do like eating salad, lettuce will go up here. I don't know if it's better than cabbage though. They are kind of like related, but I do think cabbage is a little better. I don't know if I'm gonna make a salad with cabbage. Cabbage is also those things you kind of need to cook. With lettuce, you don't need to cook it. You just get it out the lettuce mix, you just pour it into a bowl, and that's that. Cabbage, you do need to cook it. Mushrooms, A tier. I don't know if I like them more than carrots. I kind of do. I don't know, because I've only had mushrooms a couple times, but they were pretty good. Like when I would go to Texas Roadhouse, or not just Texas Roadhouse, but I would go to like a steakhouse or whatever. I would get a steak and have some mushrooms with it, and it was so good. The first time I actually really ever had mushrooms, this is gonna be a quick story because I do have to move on to like the final like six or yes, final six things I have to talk about. I don't remember. I think it was Texas Roadhouse, but we did get it ordered to our house. Like they asked me what sides I wanted. It was either fries, mac and cheese, some random vegetables, some random fruit or whatever. And I just said mushrooms. Keep in mind, I didn't really. I think I only had mushrooms one other time before, or maybe I never did. But I just said I wanted mushrooms, and I did not really expect it to taste good. But oh boy, it tasted really good. Now that I think about it, I don't believe it was Texas Roadhouse. It might have been somewhere similar, but I did remember I got a burger with like some cheese, some special sauce on it, which is very, very, it's very subtle. It's very unhelpful because like I remember the color of like this white brown sauce, but anyways, the point is it had some mushrooms and I liked it. It was pretty good. I did eat mushrooms a couple more times after, but I can't really put it any higher. But A tier is still pretty good. Onions, honestly, B tier, and that's really because you really need to have onions baked into something. And this is the vegetable tier list. Most of this stuff's like it happens when you bake it into something. But onions are pretty good, like especially with steak, or like you have onion seasoning, but this isn't for seasoning. I can't really describe why I have it here. And I just realized I probably should have made this video. I probably should have made this video into two parts, but I'm just doing this all in one take. If there's a mistake, then there's a mistake. But we learn from our mistakes and we move on. So next up, we have peas, or green peas. Honestly, I don't really care for peas. Um, yeah, I don't really care for peas. I used to probably like them when I was younger, but I don't really care for peas, honestly. They're just gonna go in D tier. But next up, and honestly, I should just lump these together, potatoes. Potatoes are vegetables. I almost debated putting them on here. And honestly, potatoes, you get so much from potatoes, which is why they're S tier. For one, you get french fries, you get chips. Those are two of the main things, but also you get like potato bites. Like, I've had these potato bites with my food before, but it's like more of a side dish. And because of that, because we aren't really talking about french fries or chips here, I would have to maybe get it in A tier. But when you think of vegetable, potato doesn't really come to mind. So maybe B tier. I'd say he's at the top of B tier, not gonna lie. Because when you think of vegetables, potato doesn't really come to mind. Yes, it is a vegetable, I know, but like, you know, sweet potatoes, bottom of A tier, I kind of like, but honestly, potatoes and I do love sweet potatoes. Like, for Thanksgiving, you have candied yams. Although I do believe yams and sweet potatoes are different. Maybe they are the same thing, but I googled it one time and there's like a small difference. But point is, having sweet potatoes on, because they aren't really the same thing, but honestly, I'd still have to put potatoes higher. But next up, we have spinach S tier. I love spinach. My uncle makes some of the best spinach I've ever had, and it's pretty good. It's seasonal. He's actually showed me how to make it on a couple occasions. But yeah, that's pretty much. I love spinach. And last but not least, we have tomatoes. Save the best for last. I don't really know if it belongs in A tier, but I don't really want to put it any lower. Because, I mean, there is ketchup, but we aren't talking about ketchup. Which reminds me, I do have a new idea for a video. I don't know when it's going to come out. I don't know when I'm going to record it. I'm recording this video on a Saturday, but it probably won't come out until tomorrow, which will be a Sunday. But tomatoes, yeah, they're pretty good. I know I have had them in salads before, and they are good, and you eat them with salad. But also tomatoes, like when you have them mixed into other stuff, they're pretty good. So maybe they'll go into B tier, because I can't really put it any higher. But that's pretty much it for the tier. Let's just go over it one more time. In S tier, we have corn and spinach. In A tier, we have carrots, mushrooms, cabbage, lettuce. In B tier, we have potatoes, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, cauliflower, broccoli, bell peppers, and onions. In C tier, we have chili peppers and cucumbers. In D tier, we have Brussels sprouts and peas. And in F tier, we have celery and beets. And yes, I know there's tons of vegetables I left out, but I mean, a lot of them I've never had before. Now, there are lots of vegetables like kale. Like, I don't know if I had kale before. I might have, but I couldn't really put it on there. And there's also arugula, and it's crazy because I just had arugula pizza yesterday, but that was on a pizza, so it's kind of like a mixture, a blend of flavors. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you want to see more, then just subscribe and let me know down in the comment section what type of videos you would like to see in the future, and also where you guys would rank fruits or vegetables or whatever. And thank you guys for watching. 5TC out.